Greetings, Ranger fans. I'm Bryan Montgomery, joined today by head coach Brandon Hickman of the Ranger football team. The blue and gold set to compete against Plano East this Friday at the historic Cotton Bowl. Coach, thank you so much for joining us. The season kicking off against DeSoto. Definitely a team, as we mentioned last week, riddled with Division I talent. Did not really go the way the Rangers hoped for a season opening loss for the blue and gold, but still, what is the importance and the significance, I guess, of playing a team like DeSoto? What does that do for the team as you head into your next game and throughout the rest of the season?
I think it was a win-win for us. I thought the kids played really well. The kids never gave up. They kept fighting until the end of the game. It was a great game for about 2.5 quarters. It was a 14-3 ball game at half, and we're driving down there in the third to try to make it a 21-10 game, and it just didn't work out. We turned the ball over. But, you learn a lot from playing teams that have talent like that, and I think those type games will help you in district. The speed, the size, that typically is something that we want to see early on. So when we get into district play, we're able to play against teams that might not be as talented and have success. So there was a rhyme and reason with our schedule. It's not easy by any means. Our kids accepted the challenge. DeSoto has a great football team. They did a great job, and their coaching staff did a great job as well. It was good for us. There was a lot of positives we took out of it, a lot of things that we can learn from on the film and build from that.
And then now you move on to take on a Plano East team last year, the only team to defeat the Rangers in the regular season. And a big part of that was Miklos Smalls, the then junior, now current senior quarterback committed to Rice. Now you've seen him last year, you know what he can do, and now you have this defense that definitely showed a lot of potential in that game against DeSoto. What's the game plan to help contain Miklos Smalls and kind of dilute that Panthers offense?
We got to be able to tackle. Not give up the big play. That's something the other night. We gave a big play early on in the game a couple times. I thought the kids settled in and did a great job. Fourth down, had a couple stops there right before half. Miklos Smalls is a good quarterback. Had a really good game last year against us. You got to take care of him. You got to try to contain him. They're going to get a couple plays, but it's all about how we respond to it. I think defensively we have a lot of speed this year on defense. Saw some kids the other night doing some good things. They're talented, Plano East on offense, and they've got a couple good running backs in the mix as well. But he's the guy that kind of spearheads it, and we got to try to contain him for most of the night.
And offensively, Parkertown showed a lot of positive play on Friday. A lot of the players who Ranger fans expected to contribute did so in the season opener. Just how do you aim to continue that as you take on Plano East?
We got good play out of everybody. There's one thing, we lined up at times wrong. We've got to get that patched up. And, but for the most part, I was happy with the way our guys played. We moved the ball up and down the field. In between the 20s, I felt like the whole game we just had trouble in the red zone, getting scores out of it. But they have a very good defense. It was challenging for us to get open at times. I thought the offensive line played pretty well. I thought Evan Jackson ran hard. I thought Parker stepped in the game in the second quarter when Jacob went down and kept really good poise about himself. It's not easy being a backup quarterback getting thrown into at DeSoto with a game. It was right around the time, I want to say 14-3, or maybe 20-3. But I thought he stepped in, kept good composure. I thought he operated the offense and did a good job with that. We're looking to build upon, this past week. And try to get touchdowns instead of field goals. That's kind of our main goal each week.
And now the Rangers kicking off the 4-game Cotton Bowl showcase. I mean, what a great weekend it's going to be for high school football around the state. And really just a contest that for the blue and gold is a great chance to be seen amongst some of the best programs in the state in such a historic venue. I know that this is one of the several times that you've been at the Cotton Bowl as the coach for Jesuit. What does it mean to be able to give the players this opportunity to play at such a famous place such as the Cotton Bowl?
Well, I think number one, being asked to play in it's an honor. I was called last March and asked to play in the showcase by the athletic director in Mesquite, and he was kind of organizing this quadruple header. And so I thought it was very nice of them to ask us to play. It's good for our school, number one, our program. And our kids were freshmen when we played in the Cotton Bowl in 2013, so a lot of them haven't played in that kind of venue, and we're going to get there early Friday and let them walk the field, kind of get the jitters out. But I told them this morning it's a 120-yard field just like it is out there, and I think they'll be fine, and we're excited about playing in that venue against a really good team in Plano East. They have a good program, and that should be an exciting day of football. And then after our game, I believe Skyline and Mesquite John Horn, playoff team last year, is playing behind us. So, and the temperature is going to be pretty good too, I think, which is good. I think it's supposed to be upper 80s Friday. And it's going to be different playing at 5 o'clock a little bit during the day, but our kids will be prepared. We're going to have a great week of practice preparing for Plano East.
As Coach mentioned, the Rangers taking on Plano East 5 p.m. on Friday, September 2nd to kick off the 2016 Cotton Bowl Showcase. And as always, Ranger fans, be sure to keep it locked into JesuitRangers.org for all of your up-to-date